Fred, what's the word?
What's
What's
good?
the
Frank?
word?
What's goody?
Salute to the gang. Salute to the
Salute.
gang. No Fugazi podcast. I've been watching this guy lately, y'all. He's been a lot. He's been all over the internet. Been all over the internet. So a lot of people taking a lot of angles about this guy. But being Pastor Fred, spot that he says he's a Christian. He says he's believes in Jesus. So we're gonna hear him
Mm-hmm.
out, and I got Pastor Fred to to ask my questions where I think I'm kind of like not 100% sure, and I think Fred's gonna be able to help us, man. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Fred, you ready? This the end of one of his
Yeah, let's get into it.
conversations on his debate night, and we're gonna break down this next debate. But here we go, y'all. Salute to the people. Right to it.
Understand that you're coming in being a provider and stuff like that. So you should have some say when it comes to discipline. There's a time frame that's very short. So I tried to give her I wanted to give you some understanding of the woman's perspective, meaning that you're still just like she's new to you, like you're new to her. So like her giving you full authority or like right and her not, she's going to be less likely to even have you discipline her kids. That's not even a thought in her head. So that's a whole lot of things that may take time for you to get her fully on your program. So I'm telling you this, Juice. You're 24, you out there grinding. Seems like you're on your purpose. You can find a new chick.
Yeah, my
Why
purpose
waste time?
is way
Yeah,
above
why
my
waste time with the
mistreatment.
woman? Yeah, why waste time with the woman when your kid time has two kids? Just get a whole nother chick. Trust me, bro. But listen, man, I'm gonna get to some more callers, man. If you want to start, click the link in the description, sign up for some coaching. We could chop it up one-on-one, and I can give you actual step-by-step process advice if you want to keep her around, and maybe
Okay,
some
where can
things
I
and
go
some
get the
cues
link
of.
again?
Just look at the click in the description on YouTube, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
see for one-on-one coaching. Go ahead and click that link, and I'll chop it up. We'll get into some more detail because this is on YouTube. Is not too much things that we can actually speak about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And
Cool.
before I do go, I play professional ball in high. Have
Hold on for a second,
find them.
y'all. Hold on.
From.
Here we go.
Hopefully, we
Here
get
we
some
go, y'all.
debates. Welcome to No Fugazi podcast.
Okay, cool. What's going on, bro? My name is Ked. I'm from South Carolina. So yeah. I pretty much just want to hop in. I haven't been watching you for too long, but of course, there's been a lot going around.
Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. You said your name is Ked.
Yeah.
All right, Ked. So let me know what you want to debate about, and then state like your position.
Yeah. So from what I've seen, you give advice to men on relationships, things of that nature. So I wanted to ask you, you're not married. I don't believe you're married.
No.
Okay. So as a man who is not married, do you believe that it is the best option for men to take advice from somebody who isn't married, knowing that marriage should be the end goal?
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
For
Fred,
Mm.
I want to hear your take on that, sir, if you don't mind. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
mind, did you hear that?
About
Did
just
you hear his question?
advice for a man if he ain't married. That's what the question was.
Say it again.
Was it best advice for a man when you're not married? Or rewind and I can listen to him say that piece again. You talking about what Kid asked him, right?
All right. Yep. Listen to the
Okay.
question, and then I want you to answer it. What you think
Okay.
about it?
From somebody who isn't married. Okay. So as a man who is not married, do you believe that nature? So I wanted to ask you, you're not married. I don't believe you're married.
no.
Okay. So as a man who is not married, do you believe that it is the best option for men to take advice from somebody who isn't married, knowing that marriage should be the end goal?
I think the best advice you would take is from somebody married, but not just because they're married. It's got to be their sound in mind and doctrine in marriage. You know what I mean? Not that they didn't make mistakes. That's what I'm saying. See, I need people to understand that it's not that you ain't made a mistake. It's that you learn from your mistakes so that you're able to teach on things. You know what I mean? That actually matter. You know what I mean? Like how could somebody help somebody who's not married, who's afraid of getting married if they weren't afraid when they was getting married? You see, oh, I've been there before, bro. But you got to be sure about who you choose. When you're sure about your pick, it's not that you won't be afraid because it's gonna be change. It's gonna be different things you're gonna think about. But what you got to do is you got to consider what the standard for marriage is for you. You see what I'm saying? And our standard gonna go
Right.
what we're gonna start with what the
Right.
Bible
So
says.
what would you say
To that question?
Right. So
I would
what
say,
would you think? Who would you think?
Go ahead. Go
The
ahead,
best
Ray.
advice, like who would you think the best advice will come from? Who's the best option to listen to when it comes to advice about marriage?
The Bible is the best advice overall. If you want to go that way, you see what I'm saying? I'm going to say the Bible because you want to go from the Spirit of God first, because that's where it all marriage come from. Everybody marrying, yeah. Go ahead. That's my
All
answer. Go
right.
ahead.
So since it's the Bible, is it safe to say somebody that's teaching the Bible that's not married can still give you that advice? The best advice?
If they're strict in the word, yes. If they're teaching based off a word, yeah, you can get it because the Spirit of God can come into somebody who's not married too, yeah, and say that. Yes, I believe that. A donkey didn't have to be a man to warn a prophet. To warn a prophet that the angel with the flaming sword was about to destroy him. Yeah, I agree.
So the answer to that question would be it's not who's telling you, it's what advice that they're giving. It's not necessarily who.
So, I like that. I like how you very much took that and put that in the right category. You know what I mean? Of how to go about finding it. It's not the person, it's what's in the person or what the person's concepts are. Understanding the concept, you're looking for something that already exists. The same way you're looking for a woman or a man. You're looking for somebody that exists, but what? But of a concept that exists already. And if they're applying that concept for you to want that same concept and, treat others like you want to be treated. If I want to find a friend, I'm looking to treat my friend with how I want to be treated. So I'm coming out giving that, not hiding that I want to be a friend. I'm not hiding it. I'm giving it to, so what? So I'm testing to see if it come back. He said, when you come into the house, he said, let your peace out. He said, if you don't receive your peace, nobody don't take your peace, receive your peace back. But how you gonna know to receive your peace back if you don't send it out? So it's action and love. You know what I mean? It's action and love, meaning you have to come already knowing to do something. You already have to come seeking and knowing that it exists already. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things what? Unseen.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And I forgot to let Fred know everything that's going on, because a lot of times the Fred, he just be freestyling. He a pastor, so I kind of want the Spirit to guide him in his answers. I don't really want him to be set up, but so I forgot to let him hear the guy's stance on his belief. And in this same video, he spoke about it. So I'm gonna let Fred hear the dude's stance on his belief before we carry on to the rest. That's cool, Fred?
Yeah, but what I like that you started before I heard him, so that I can state my genuine belief before I even hear that, so that I'm not even affected by anything, a judgment of what he says or anybody else says in it. I could just come off of what God gave me already. So I think that's good because that'll give people out there like, oh, that's how he already felt like that before he heard anything. So he didn't have to switch nothing. You know what I mean? So that let people know that they can find it even without having that conversation or hearing this conversation. You could have already had that. But if you get it from this, be thankful and then and keep it. Because if you come here and you find out you didn't have that understanding, then you're gonna realize that there's other people in the world that still don't have that understanding as well. So accept it, get it, and then continue to move on and spread the love of God to others.
That's why I called Fred, y'all. I was gonna try to break this down myself, but I get a little hype sometimes, y'all, and my own ideologies start kicking in. I be wanting to fight all type of stuff, but that's why I got the pastor here with me. But here's his premise. I think this guy right here asked him about his beliefs, so let's check him out.
Okay.
Volume.
Okay. Oh yeah.
here.
Welcome to No Fugazee podcast. What's your name? Where you from?
I am Anthony. I'm from London, UK.
Okay, Anthony from London, UK.
That's right.
Okay. Cool. And my bad. Chat. My audio was muted at that one point. Pretty much what I stated. I was saying that Denzel woman is a good woman. That's how you want your woman to be like that. That's what I pretty much stated. All right, Anthony, your camera just went off. Put your camera back on, and once it's back on, let me know what you want to debate about.
Sure. I guess you guys have already exhausted all the chat about obviously O'Shea, I've been preach, everything that they've been posting about you. I guess you're kind of like stopped kind of responding to all of that, right?
I mean, nothing to respond to, just propaganda. But what's up, man? What you want to debate about?
For me, I just want to debate about, I guess, religion, and principles in terms of traditional versus modern. For example, you're more on the, I guess, modern with like cohabitation and not marrying, settling down. Whereas I guess I come from more of I'm a Christian, so I come from that kind of background. And so,
are you married?
No, single.
Okay. Are you a virgin?
No.
So what you talking about? You modern too?
No, but I became born again after
you became born again. Okay. Right. You still having sex out of wedlock?
No.
So you're not having sex out of wedlock at all?
No.
Not at all.
No.
You waiting for marriage?
Literally, finding a wife. Just finished my master's.
Okay, good for you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, what's up? What's your stance? So what's your question? I get your stance now. I'm sorry. What's your actual question? Yeah.
So my question is for you. Why is it that you I guess first of all I want to understand what your stance is. Do you believe in
fair use?
Have a religion? I don't think you've really spoken about it much on your podcasts.
I have. You just don't watch the podcast, but yeah, I believe in God.
I know you believe in God.
As far as religion, I believe in Jesus Christ. I wouldn't say I practice the religion of Christianity or follow Christianity. A lot of the religions is good. You could get a lot of stuff from the book, but the religion itself, people say that they practice a whole bunch of things, but they're lying. So no, I wouldn't say that I'm practicing anything, but no, I 100% believe in Jesus Christ over any other prophet or Messiah, son of God, however you want to say it, right? I believe in him over anyone. But okay, yeah, so you get my background now as far as my beliefs. So what question you got?
The question is that do you believe that from where you're sitting, I guess I assume that your missus also believes in the same kind of thing as well, right?
Wait, what you say?
I said I assume that your missus also believes in the same kind of thing. Sarah, is it that she believes in God, Jesus, but not in any kind of organized religions kind of way?
I mean, no, The organized religions is fine. It's not saying that no one believes in it. I'm not saying that, right? One, the difference between me, I don't believe in God. I know God. So it's different than you speaking to someone different. There's no belief. I'm beyond belief. I've already had a full
Stop it there.
experience, received the Holy Ghost and all. So you're
Okay,
not speaking
stop it
to
there.
someone that doesn't know.
Talk to us, Pastor.
What?
Talk to us, Pastor.
Hold up. Hold up. What is he talking? I don't. First he said, I believe in God. Now he said, I don't believe in God. I am God. But to become the God that Jesus said, you can be the way when he said, you try to kill me for calling me the Son of God, but in your scriptures, I mean the scriptures, I haven't I spoken to you that told you that you are God, right? So this is what they use to go into being God, right? Because Jesus said that said this, right? This is what they're using, right, bro?
Right.
So what he's missing though,
Mm.
within it though, is for you to be this, right? You have to come up to be with Jesus, because you gotta look at how the angels would be considered like sons of God. You see what I'm saying? The angels are considered, that's what they say, when the sons of God came down into the daughters of who? Men. If the daughters of men was children of God, then they would have said the sons of God came down into the sons of God. But that ain't what God said. So for us as men to become sons of God, we got to go under the order of Jesus. You see what I'm saying? That's how we become sons of God. You see what I'm saying? So if he gonna say that I don't believe in God, I am God, then first to be God, you have to
No,
believe
he
in
said.
God. You,
No, he said, I'm not. He said, I don't believe in God. I know God because I had a personal experience with Him. So it's beyond belief. What do you think he mean
okay,
by
so
belief? Beyond belief.
yeah, but belief shows your action. Your action is show your belief, right? So your actions show your belief. And then if you saying I have a relationship with God, that means actively God is communing with me, cleansing my heart, cleansing my spirit, my mind. So yeah, I know God, but then it's still you never gonna not say somebody I don't believe. You now that's arrogance, right? Let's say that. Let's say that. That's arrogance right there. And then I'm gonna move off of that because I don't want to like. It's not against him. It's just for people to be able to fight against the temptation that can come when you're in that position, right? So it's not against him, but it's for us to learn. You see what I'm saying? How to fight if we ever in that position, that type of situation when it comes. Always staying humble because we always know that, right? He said, if I think that if I think that I have no, we're not supposed to have no darkness, but it said if I think that I have no darkness in me, then I'm a lie and the truth is not in me. Meaning it takes God to clean me. I'm not clean on my own. So even with me being the son of God, I'm still a son of God, even though through faith I move, but it's always was through the grace as well that allowed me to move. Remember? Because greater work shall ye do, yeah, but greater is he that's within me than he that's in the world. So I'm going to do the greater works, but they always got to be contributing who's back to God, because only God make what is good, and only good things come from who? From God. So we got to in our mind of being holy, right? If you want to be holy like God, when you call yourself God, you're saying you're holy, right? In the mind of being holy, you got to have the holy anointing. Meaning, if your mindset isn't in God when you're saying that, you're out of order. You see what I'm saying? You can't.
100%.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna stop right there.
No, no,
Go ahead.
no, 100%. So you're pretty much saying that he's showing arrogance by placing himself above the rest of Christianity, which we call ourselves believers. He said
Yes.
he's not a believer. I'm more than a believer. I actually know. So he think he knows more than your average believer. So he got
What?
arrogance. He seems arrogant. Is that what you're saying? That's what I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
too.
yeah. And then think about it, because still, if you gonna say that, remember you only gonna achieve a level that was given into who? The writers. The writers, they had because they wrote by the unction of the Spirit. The same way he said when we speak, it's by the unction of the Spirit. So they had to be able to control that and not control it where hindrance, but allow God to have His way. That kind of control. You see what I'm saying? It's a control without you doing it. You opening up so God can control and make done what needs to be done through you as He does with us. You see what I'm saying? It's when you realize that I am an instrument. You know what I mean? It's when you realize that part, and then you say, "Okay, God, have your way," because you gonna be there, but then you gonna know when God moving and it ain't you. You know when it's God, and then you always stay within that holiness. Anytime you feel that God stop, you gotta stop. You see what I'm saying? Or you'll get caught in the allure. In that moment, everybody's staring and everybody wondering, and then you say, "Oh, I can do anything I want." And see, here comes that's what Satan at right there, right? Because when I seek to do good, what evil is always around me. It's
So
always
what would you say?
around me.
So
Yeah.
what would you say the difference between a believing and knowing?
Knowing is action, but true believing is knowing. You see what I'm saying? So it's only they're only making a separation because of those people who say by faith but don't have actions to prove their faith. You see what I'm saying? So those people who don't have actions to prove their faith, even though the first action of faith comes from God first, because God so loved the world he he sent his only begotten son. So Jesus, his faith is a work itself. You see what I'm saying? But you know that because he fulfilled everything that the Father said. You see what I'm saying? So you see the work. Remember, he said, if they don't believe my words, believe me for my works. You see what I'm saying? That's a script. That's what Christ said to them. That if you can't believe my words, meaning because it's faith, I'm telling you what's to come. I'm telling you what it is, even though you don't believe it or know that it's manifested in front of you yet. He's right there, and you still saying, "Yeah, I see it in the word that it's gonna be," but he like the time is now. You see what I'm saying? Like when a woman said, "I believe in the resurrection," but when he was going to and that's Lazarus' sister, when Jesus was coming to raise Lazarus up, he said, "I know that my brother will be raised." So in the time of the resurrection, Jesus was like, "But I am the resurrection." So that's why he went and he raised up Lazarus so she can understand the kind of power that is in front of her right even now. So not just believe of a future thing, but that God now even moves. The word is being fulfilled right now. Like we can't a lot of times, and I gotta go. This is why I go to something else that's more important than just thinking here, right? A lot of times in today's society of the world, people think that everything that's written is already done, not realizing we are still within. You know what I mean? Not thinking that we have to apply in obedience anything. You know what I mean? That we have a purpose based off of God's structure for us. We living in a way that we thinking that it's whatever we want to do and not based off of God's will. We looking at the book and just say God's will, but every night you're supposed to pray, you say God's will be done. So what you focusing on your will? Jesus told you, say, not my will, but thy will. So in the position when Jesus was saying, not my will, he was in the position of coming as man as we are. So we got to deny ourselves. Remember, he said to pick up the cross, right? You first got to what? Deny yourself. So every day when I get up, I need to be denying Fred, the focus on, you know what I mean, what God has for me. So that everybody in the world got to think that same way. That's mind of Christ. That's holiness. You see what I'm saying? That ain't Fredness. You see what I'm saying? For me to be arrogant about it. You see what I'm saying? That's already been placed. It's already been written. Anybody that read it could have already did it. You see what I'm saying? And not saying that they didn't. You see what I'm saying? That's how you keep the structure, because I'm supposed to what? Lift up my brother higher than who? Myself.
So
So if I'm talking to my brother and I'm trying to make myself higher than them, I'm already doing the what? The wrong thing. You see? So
talk.
that's what the be the master, you gotta be the servant. You see what I'm saying? So then Jesus showing you his mastery by staying in servitude. And these people want to be boastful. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, better than the Christianity. Really, you should be taking the
Mm.
stripes of what they say going on through Christianity to show that your humbleness in God, because they supposed to think this about us. They supposed to say this. It was meant. It was
So
people
so
among
so
us that when
he
they
should be honored. So he should be
yeah,
honored to be called himself a believer or a Christian, because he said not
that's
Christianity, not
exactly.
Christianity. So he's saying it's pretty much his own way of Jesus Christ, because it's not
Yeah.
Christianity. And I'm not a believer. I'm a knower that just say whatever I want. Huh?
There's a lot of people use Jesus Christ and they try to use him to do they will. It's a lot of people got him. You go in some other religions, they got artifacts of oh yeah, that represents
Isn't
Jesus
that a
right there.
court?
And then you
Isn't
go,
that
you
a
know what I
court?
mean? You go to the Muslims and you see they say, yeah, Jesus right here, he a prophet right here. You see what I'm saying? You go, you see what I'm saying? You got all these things, but Jesus told you what I am the way, the truth, and the light. Nobody
Mm,
comes to the Father except through me. So
mm,
that's a strictness, right? That's a strictness. That's coming from the bread of heaven, coming down to us, right? So we take that strictness that he give us, and then he told you, he say, anybody that come any other way, meaning there are other ways to get there, this is what they take from it, right? So they're going to try to find those other ways, but not realizing he said, if you take any other way to get there, you're but a thief and a robber. You see what I'm saying? Because who gonna give you the other ways of getting there? The people who make give you the other ways of getting there are the ones who fell from the beginning, the fallen angels, the Nephilim, the children of the fallen, the Nephal. You see what I'm saying? The
mm,
children of this, those children, the one that taught all these dark arts.
mm,
And yeah, they could have
mm.
came to our people first and taught it. So then everybody going back for the oldest thing, and they're gonna see who that the snake was in the garden from the beginning. How did he get there? So okay, they already had failed. You gotta remember. So he want us to fall. That's what he teach Eve to teach Adam something, right? That make what us fall, lose the consciousness of our consciousness change. The glow on our consciousness left us when we left the garden. Our communication with the animals is one on one left when we left the garden. You see what I'm saying? And then look,
Yeah.
the first murder happens, and it said Adam knew Eve and bear Cain. So to know Eve, that means that Adam slept with his wife. They like to say that the serpent slept with Eve, but that's not what happened. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta be careful. You see what I'm saying? We gotta be very careful because they want to put one little thing to divert the whole story in order to bring in a false narrative. You see what I'm saying? That just to
Right.
make us, he
So you
he
saying he
says,
just
they,
using.
go ahead.
So you saying that a lot of people just use Jesus' name just because it's
Yes,
something like
for
they know a lot
cloud,
of people follow for clout,
for
and they
cloud.
just
Like the
put their
pimp, all the pimp preachers that
put
then
their
already
own
got, they getting
ideology on it. They put
exposed.
their own ideology.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they do. They do that. So what we gotta do in that, seeing that, we what? We pray. We gotta be like Abraham was when he seen the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. He said, if they be 50 righteous, if they be 40 righteous, if so we asking God, seek the righteous in the land still, even amongst all of this. You know, some people might look at America and say, oh my God, they didn't use the word of God in all sorts of ways. You see what I'm saying? You see it on the dollar. You see what they say in God. We trust supposedly, but then you go into the court system. You see they make you swear by the Bible, so they choosing the way you believe. So if you believe it, now they using your belief, not they believe, because they using it just to get you in your way where you will tell them the truth to manipulate you based off of what they want. You see what I'm saying? You still got to be true to God on your own, as Jesus did. Like when he came, when Pilate asked him certain questions, he'll stay still and he'll say answer when he need the answer. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll sit there mute. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, it's a lot of usury. It's a lot of people calling the name and using it for what they want. Just like you got Billy Carson right now talking about Jesus and talking about he can decode and you know what I mean? It's terrible. A lot of people terrible. All this serpent knowledge from that tree that we was never supposed to eat. The knowledge is of good and evil. Remember, that's what it said. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. So some of it's gonna look good. You see what I'm saying? It's a tree of good and evil, but what our restriction was not to eat of that. So what it say, good and evil. God even called it a tree of knowledge of good and evil, but He told us what? Don't eat of that. They say you gotta have the yin and the yang. What that is, good and evil. You see what I'm saying? They think they playing with us, talking about the balance. You see what I'm saying? But God is the balance. Everything hold up by what? The word of God. That's the true balance. You see what I'm saying? But they tell us these false balances out here. You see what I'm saying? Us, we have to be strong enough to be who God made us to be. And it's very unique. That's why when we speak, it'll change, it'll shift the area. The people say, this is deeper than what I thought. This is more strict. He said the road is what? Narrow. So it's gotta be strict. It's a narrow road. Yeah, man, but sometimes it's just usury, bro. And sometimes it's
receive the
pride.
Holy Ghost and all.
And then being afraid of persecution, but we gonna be persecuted, because he said he will persecuted. We gonna be persecuted for what? For his name's sake. So some people are afraid of being persecuted, bro. They gonna deny him. He say like Peter, what? Before the clock strikes 12, you gonna deny me 3 times. But Jesus came back to him later and asked him, what? Do you love me 3 times? And I'm saying all this to show you how he had to break that off of Peter. So it could be things like this happen to us, and other people could have fell in this, and we all could have fell in this in some way. But Jesus comes with a love to break that off of you as well. So I want to offer that. You see what I'm saying? Talk to me, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, no, sound good. Sound good.
Okay, heard.
Oh, so you're not speaking to someone that doesn't know things, right?
Okay.
So when it comes to my woman follows my lead, whatever I believe in, she believes in. But go ahead and get to your point. Like, what's what you want to actually speak about?
Yeah. So I'm trying to debate based on marriage or cohabitation or what you.
Okay. So
yeah.
Okay, there we go. So you want to debate on marriage? Okay, so fair enough.
Stop a second.
I'll go ahead and state my position, and probably we won't even be a debate.
Stop a second.
So,
right. Let him finish it. Let him finish his position. Hold that thought for 1 second.
I was thinking about something real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
As far as marriage is a beautiful thing. I think all human beings should, right? They ought to be married. Ought to be married. But they don't, I wouldn't say they ought to be married under the state, right? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, you can be married in a church, right? Totally fine. But I wouldn't recommend or say someone should be married by the state, because currently the modern day laws haven't caught up to old times. Old times, women wasn't working, women weren't incentivized. So that incentive, you good, bro? You dropping clothes and stuff all over there? What you looking for? A bandana? This guy looking for a do-rag.
Trying to put my shirt on just so I can, in case this gets fixed. I don't want to be in my wife beaters.
All right, brother. My man making a wardrobe change, man. You got a dresser, man? Put them clothes away.
Yeah. This is all my sports stuff. Sorry, bro.
Nah, don't say sorry to me. Say sorry to your clothes. They all not folded up. You're gonna have to iron everything.
I'm gonna have to iron everything, bro. That's it.
This guy gonna have to iron everything. Okay. So
is this the rugby and the boxing stuff? I need to
got you. Fair enough. Where you located at right now? You said you in London?
London. Yeah.
Okay,
right.
cool. That's what's up, man. All right. So yeah, as far as what you stated as far as marriage and stuff like that. So I'm saying that the old times, how marriage was when it went to like, you would marry a woman, you sign a contract, the government is involved, the woman is incentivized. The woman, if the divorce happens, you pay alimony and stuff like that. The reason why
there's been a lot of people that's coming at him on the podcast talking about how can you give certain relationship advice against a certain thing, and you actually got what you're giving advice against. He's telling them that when they ask him why he not married, this is some of the stuff that he says to them people, that this is how he feels about marriage. That's why I'm letting Fred hear about the marriage thing. And then of course when they ask him, so why do you got a woman that got kids and you speak against that? He said because he's the exception, because he had full custody of his child, and his girl is the exception to the rule. So he's giving advice, the best possible advice, not giving advice to the people trying to find exceptions to certain rules. So just try to give the people out there where we at. Here we go.
These laws and stuff was put into places because women back in the day, they weren't working. They weren't in the workforce like they are now. Yeah, some women was definitely working, but it wasn't prevalent. Like women wasn't the breadwinner or things like that. But now in modernity, well, women are in the workforce. So since women are in a caught up to today's time, right? So now they're in a workforce, they're making just as much as the husband, or they can, if they want to, if a divorce happens, they still have the ability to get out in the workforce and still make money and be self-sufficient. Prior and, back in the day, they really didn't have that much opportunity. So these current laws that we have incentivizes women to divorce a man. So let me ask you a question. Would you sign a contract with someone that's incentivized to break it?
So that's his stance on why he's not married. Innovate in the building. What's the word, family?
Innovate.
I'm listening. I really like this conversation, so I'm listening. I was gonna tap in, but you said what I was gonna say, so right now I'm listening now.
I appreciate you. But yeah, that's his premise, or that's how he feel about the whole marriage thing. Because I told you people was coming at him sideways about that. But I'm gonna go back to the other guy, Fred. If you kind of heard all that, Fred, you caught up?
Yeah,
we heard that. Was that beneficial? Like that didn't sound right, Raph. That sounded like something personal he dealing with. But I'm listening, bro.
No. You can speak on it, and you can speak on it too, Fred. So how do y'all feel about his stance on why he's not married right now? Well, that's not really his reason for why he's not married, because somebody asked him, why you not married? He said, that's a stupid question. Why would the other man ask me why I'm not married? So when somebody asks him that, he won't answer it straight up. He just says, dumb question. I'm a man, I can do whatever I want. Okay.
Okay, so if you're a man, he can do whatever he want, then I guess that every other man in the world would take that on, and they wouldn't even listen to him. You see what I'm saying? Because they would say, they'll take that. I'm a man, I can do whatever I want. Like he just said, and just say, all right, well, I'm ignoring everything else he said except for that. I'm a man, I can do whatever I want.
So you caught it. He was talking to himself. He's trying to prove something to himself.
Yeah.
Just people.
Right. That's what it seems like to me too. He's trying to convince himself why.
In so many words.
Right. He's trying to convince himself why he not practicing what he preach. That's what it seems like. But Fred, like I said, I'm gonna go to the next one, Fred.
Yeah.
So let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. Thanks for letting me on,
Now,
Rank.
what you say, Innovate?
No, I just said
Innovate.
thanks for letting me on. I'm gonna keep watching with
Yep,
y'all.
yep, no problem.
Her.
No problem. No. Here we go.
All right, cool. Let's get some more callers in here. Hopefully, we get some debates. Welcome to No Fugazee podcast. State your name. Where you from?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
Okay, cool. What's going on, bro? My name's Ked. I'm from South Carolina, so yeah. I pretty much just want to hop in. I haven't been watching you for too long, but of course, there's been a lot going around.
Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. You said your name is Ked?
Yeah.
He's not looking
All
in
right,
the
Ked.
camera.
So
bro. He's
let me
looking
know
in
what
the
you want to
air.
debate about, and then state like your position.
Yeah. So from what I've seen, you give advice to men on relationships, things of that nature. So I wanted to ask you, you're not married. I don't believe you're married.
No.
Okay. So as a man who is not married, do you believe that it is the best option for men to take advice from somebody who isn't married, knowing that marriage should be the end goal?
Let me
Oh, I
ask you a
like him. I
question.
like him.
Yep.
He's smart. I like him.
For men, right? Is men the? I got a better question for you, actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him answer this question, and I want y'all
But that was a good
responses, Fred,
question, though.
especially you, after the question. That was a wonderful question.
Okay,
That was
a good
perfect.
question.
Well
He
put.
actually-
I'm not a
And
cat,
Rank, I bet you changed the
but I
subject.
study cats.
Right.
Expert on it. Did my research on
Right.
them. Can I teach people on?
Sir,
Changing the subject, bro. He
Innovate
asked him a
with
real
saying
question.
something.
He
What you was
changing the
saying,
subject.
Innovate?
I was saying, bro, changing the subject. Now that the young bull asked him a real question, now he trying to ask him another question. So he answered your question. Now you ducking the way he answered you, and you trying to just throw Yeah. This he's slick. Let's watch it though. Let's watch it.
yeah, he asking a question with a question. If somebody does that to him or most
It's
people,
kind of a loaded
that
question, right, bro? That's a loaded question,
yeah, you
ain't it?
can't.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah,
had to
yeah, you can't
reload
ask
the
the question.
question in the middle of it. You seen that he reloaded it. He was asking him, "Now I'm gonna ask you
Yeah,
another question."
I peeped that. But young, he holding his
Crazy.
own though. Let's listen. Let's listen.
Is men the? I got a better question for you, actually.
Okay.
I'm not a cat, but I study cats. Expert on it. Did my research on them. Can I teach people on cats? Teach people about cats? Yes or no?
Can you teach people on cats?
Can I teach people about cats? Yes or no?
Sure.
I'm
just
not a cat.
I wouldn't say as good as somebody who actually deals
Is
with
a cat?
No, I'm saying deals with cats. So if you wanted to take an action,
No. What I'm saying is I'm not a cat,
Yeah.
but I study cats. I deal with cats, right? Can I teach people about cats? Yes or no?
A proper analogy to the.
No, you
Just
can't,
answer the
bro.
question. Yes or
Hey,
no?
Rankin, stop right there.
But you're
Stop
kind
right
of putting
there.
me in a
I
box.
don't want
I'm
to hear
gonna
the
give you the
question.
answer.
I don't want to hear the
No,
answer yet. All
Let's
right.
stop. Let's break that down, bro.
Yeah, it was a really loaded. That's what he did. He really loaded it. So let me cut my camera on.
Very low.
He really
Your
loaded
camera,
it, right?
your camera off. You know your camera off.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Break that down, man. Break that
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
down,
I'm gonna break that down for you. So if I'm not a cat, I mean I'm not married, right? But he's saying, but I study cats. But it was saying I study marriage. But then if if he really knew what he's saying, okay, when you read the Bible, you're gonna study a marriage because you're saying, we were talking about religion, right? We talking about to rejoin. I mean, the word re is when the redo something, reattach, the regrab something back
and that's what I
together.
called it.
So
So that's
so
what
it's
I
a
called for. He
connection.
trying to reteach some. He trying to teach some goofy shit. He trying to reinstitute some goofy type of thought.
Yeah, by
Like,
using the word of God, but he don't know what all he
but that's
doing.
not biblical. It's not biblical. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So you peeped it.
Yeah. I people because see the way he's saying it though, it'll be phrased that I'm not a cat, mean I'm not married, but I study cats. I study marriages, right? Not that I study the Bible, I study marriages,
I said, man.
right?
So
So can I
you trying
teach
to bring
about
the
what
cat in.
marriage is? But marriages still come from the Bible, and to understand marriage, where you say well two become one. This is able and it first came about with Adam and Eve for us because of what God's relationship with us. First, see,
You
God's
know what I'm
relationship with us precedes
And one thing
us
I'm
being
saying,
with
bro, with
women.
such a serious conversation, with minds like us and such a serious, why would you even bring that into the conversation with
Mhm.
niggas like us that's gonna break it down biblically? So it's like challenging God to me with
Yeah.
this.
He might not know us people
I'm
like us,
challenging
or
y'all. I'm
God
challenging
put
y'all
people like us here
because I
for
know
that.
Rankins the best nigga in the business. Like, so they challenging him and me and you defending him, but y'all challenging him. I'm not saying y'all challenging God, but y'all challenging good morals, bro. He's just
Yeah,
a good
and
nigga.
that means you is challenging God. So, cause remember, if they challenging to sway us, then if we children of God, what you doing to us, you doing to God. What you doing to my least ones, you doing to me as
That's a
well.
fact.
And that's
That's a
why
fact.
when
I
he
can't
came
argue with
after
that. That's
at
a fact.
Saul, when he came at Saul, who became Paul, right? He said, "Why do you persecute me? Not why do you persecute Stephen,
Yeah.
but
He
why
said
why do
me.
you persecute me?"
See,
Exactly,
because
bro.
we do this for the glory of God, but we recognize those that God didn't knock me off the horse to blind me. He knocked me off the horse so
Mhm.
I can see, my nigga. He
Exactly.
humbled me so
Even
I can
though I
see.
was blinded, I still saw. Meaning it's a
Still
spiritual
saw.
awakening that people
Oh,
need
we
more
teaching
than a
right.
physical awakening with sight. That's
Yeah.
why when he's
I
judging the
think
people by
it's
what
too
they
deep.
physically got on the outside, he already
Rankings,
missing
I
the
never
mark.
met Fred, but he's a Rankings. I never met Fred, but bro got a beautiful mind. That you right as fuck on that, bro.
Man, God got us, bro. That's all I can say is
Yeah.
God got us and he love us.
I always fuck with Rankings. Rankings been my
So
nigga
Fred,
from the beginning. I be pissing Rankings
So,
off, but Fred Rankings, this nigga, he know what he talking about. But so what was we
hey, so
watching,
Fred,
man?
so Fred, so you saying that so pretty much his answer, the
it's
analogy
question
wasn't
to him.
a good, it wasn't a good analogy. Is that what
It
you're
wasn't a good
saying? It
analogy
wasn't a good.
because if I was to really take it, I'm saying if I was to take it as I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. If I was to take it as a Christian that just would look at it like just blindly look at it, then I'd be saying I'm a cat studying cats. And I'd be like, all right, you're a non-believer studying the Bible.
I looked at
Just
that
talk to me about the Bible, but you don't really believe it. That's why you ain't married. And
bro.
you see what I'm saying? If I wanted to be a
Right.
hypocritical,
That's
or if
how
I
the
just want to
devil
be a
play.
judge.
That's how the devil play on the world, bro. The devil play on the devil play
Hold
on
on,
the
innovate. Hold
world.
on
Like,
for a
okay,
second, innovate. Let him finish. Let him finish. You gotta let him finish,
sorry,
innovate. You
sorry,
got to let him
Randy. Sorry,
finish. You
sorry,
got to
sorry
let him
for
Yeah.
finish.
that.
You good. You good.
If I want to be, would want to be a judge, but I'm a first what judge myself. So really, he need to judge himself. Rankings. He need to judge himself. You see what I'm saying? And
What
even if
type of
he
shit?
want to
What?
get married on the papers, but listen. Even if he want to get married on the papers, and that's why his rule is that it don't have to be by papers. But when they come and talk to you, you would say I'm married because you would have got married even if it was with a priest or something without
Talk,
the
talk, stupid too, Fred.
papers, just in
That was
front of
deep, bro.
God.
That was
You would
deep.
have did that because you would have knew I'm with God regardless. You see what I'm saying?
Cause
Of
nobody.
paper. And when I talk to you, I'm still going to acknowledge that I'm married, whether I got paper or not. You see what I'm
Cause
saying? But
paper
he
ain't
didn't
matter.
speak that way. He used it more as a
So
material
what?
gain, a gamble, or the hoard for himself. You see what I'm saying?
He
And
used
and
it
that's
as a
the difference.
weapon.
When
He
you
used
trying to
it as a
monopoly
weapon.
with God's word. You see what I'm saying? You trying to
He used it,
monopolize
bro,
it because
bro.
God say this that
He
people
used it
can
as a
go
weapon,
just go
bro.
look at go look at it like I say an angel, a description of an angel, and they can what, go and try and build something. You see what I'm saying? They'll go look at the dynamics of how it's about the
They're
ark
not
and
gonna
try to
tear it
build.
down.
So they
A
don't mean
devil
they
tears
believe.
down, bro. Only a devil tears down. The angel not gonna tear shit down. Only a devil tears shit down. So I see what you're saying.
Go ahead, Rex.
So
That
let me
was all
check
I had
this
to
shit
say on that,
down.
Rex.
So Fred, Bob.
Yeah.
So you just call niggas devils without them realizing it, but they gotta own that. Cause you not building shit, you tearing it down. But let's keep
Yeah,
that quiet.
let them judge themselves, bro. See, my thing is to say what I'm supposed to say. Like if you able to decode that, then yeah, then you able to see what God wants you to see for what was said to them. But that's for them. You see what I'm saying? That's for them. That's for them. That's for them to decode and see. But it's gotta be where it don't get blocked. I gotta be able to say it where it don't get blocked. You see what I'm saying? That it still get through.
Rankins, he talks some deep words, bro. This is insane. But I love it, and we need older people like me and him to just say shit in code to just enlighten these niggas that try to rap in code. Like, let me touch your soul, nigga. Like, you doing shit wrong. Let me tell you how to do shit right. OG telling y'all how to do shit right, bro.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
And you to jump. Just go ahead. Answer the question, bro.
Can you study them? Can you speak
Answer
on
the question.
cats?
Yes or no?
I'm asking you. You're asking, can you speak on cats?
Bro, yes or no? Yes or no? I said, can I teach people about cats? Yes or no?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. And if I can teach people
Stop.
cats, but I'm not actually a cat, you think I could give sound advice
Stop,
and people would?
And I just want you to stop right there because just because you can teach, don't mean it's right or righteous. You see what I'm saying? So just because the fallen angels came down and left their first estate, just because they could do it, don't mean it right. This the problem. See, they think that, all right, if I go set somebody's house on fire, I was able to do it. Shoot, well, I mean, what's wrong? I was able to do it. If it wasn't meant for me to set this person's house on fire, why God ain't stopped me? This is what they trying to use for their excuses. This is their excuses to do evil. No, God. If I'm going like what? Because you know how I know, and I'm gonna tell you.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Innovate. Let him finish. Let him finish. Innovate.
Hold on.
Please. Let him finish. Please innovate.
Hold on, innovate.
Please. I promise.
Just
listen, bro. I'm listening, Rankins. I left away for a little while, so I just came back, but I heard what he said. And that's like saying some goofy shit, like, bro, I'm a man, but you, bro, bullets don't got.
I still got my spot, man. Don't worry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Y'all niggas hitting the innocent, bro. Basically, what he's saying, Rankins, is that the dumb shit we doing is affecting innocent people. Basically. Now talk, Rankins. I just came back. Rankins know me. I'm a chill.
No, it's on Fred. It's on Fred. It's on Fred.
All right. Rankins. Remember what when Jesus did the 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, right? The devil came to tempt them. He said, "Turn these stones. You hungry? Turn these stones into bread."
I mean, the devil know what we want, bro. He know like they hungry. They need to. So he know what we want.
So listen, innovate. Check this, innovate. Then the devil told him, he say, throw yourself off the mountain because it's written that the angels will catch you before you dash your foot on the stone, right?
So he want to make us prove he want to give us pride, make us prove ourselves with pride and shit.
Now these things the Lord can do, right? He can do it, but just because I can do it, he say, not my will, but thy will. See, it's for us. Jesus was already perfect. It wasn't for him. He need to wipe himself clean. It wasn't for him, but we gotta wipe ourselves clean. We the ones that need to clean up.
We the ones that need to clean our minds. We the ones that need to clean our hearts.
Bro.
We
That's
the
why
ones
I'm
that need
here.
to say, deny
That's why I'm here,
myself so I
bro.
can pick up my cross. Deny myself so I can
That's
pick
why
up my
I'm
cross.
here, bro.
Evil thought in my mind, deny myself and walk in the will of God. The enemy trying to turn me away from my wife. Deny myself. Deny myself. Deny
But if we
myself.
want to go that deep, Fred, we
Focus.
gotta crucify the flesh. We gotta live holy. We gotta suffer in Christ, and it's not easy to do that, bro. It's not easy to suffer in Christ and deny your
you
flesh.
gotta understand who your comfort, right? You said it's not easy, but he sent back what a
It's not supposed to
comfort.
be easy, though. The Holy Spirit. We
It's
got a
not
comfort.
easy, but the
we got a
comforter,
comfort.
right? And
We got the Holy Spirit.
say that it's not easy, right?
But I judge
Man, days
myself
are
too
few
much.
and all of them are full of trouble, right?
I judge myself for
That's
my
we can
sins
all
too
say
much.
that. Man's days are few and all of them are full of trouble, right? We can say
Yeah, but I
that.
judge myself too
And
much,
and
bro,
it's
for my
true.
sins.
And
Yeah,
it's true,
you
but
judge
what I'm
yourself too
saying, but
much.
what I'm
You get
saying,
stuck in your
but what
sin
I'm saying is
instead of
okay because
receiving
the
God.
righteous man falls 7 times, but he get back up.
And he
You
gets
see,
up
that's what I'm
every
saying. So
time.
you
He gets up, but he gets up because he trusts in
don't use what you're going through or what hurt or what to stay there. Don't use it to stay there. Use it to let it go. Know that this thing has been given to you to let go. My wife ain't treating me right. Something wrong. Give it to God. My family ain't treating me right. Give it to God. I don't like these people. Give it to God. He don't make my enemies my footstool. Do you believe it? If you believe it, well, you'll give it to God. It'll be an action. You'll have to give it. But if you don't believe it, you will say it, but you won't do it. You'll sit there. You'll pretend that it's gone. You'll hide. You'll become a snake. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand. They make themselves. They make themselves by your choices. Now God say, let me break you down and restructure you again, but you hurt, you scared. What you scared of? Being a snake. But let God take it out of you.
Bro,
Let
all
him
I can
take
say
it
is
out of you.
hallelujah to what the fuck you just said. That shit was crazy. You spoke
Let
to a
him
nigga
take it out
spirit.
of you. You see what I'm saying? This way it's supposed to happen. Like I was listening to phase 1. I can't say I believe on everything that this man's saying or not, because I'm a follower of Jesus. You see what I'm saying? That's who I follow. That's who I focus on. But I like the fact that he was telling them about getting the snake stuff out of here. We're supposed to use hip hop to clean up this. But they using hip hop for the wrong thing. So hip hop gotta come from what? Battle rap. It had to start here first before it became hip, right? Right. So if this the true surface though, right? Right? If we at the true surface level of it, the part that the real intricacy, the part that where it come back, where you supposed to be able to follow the footsteps to the truth, to the way of life, and he gave us to say, be careful about what you speak out your mouth. Because blessings and curses shouldn't what come out the same mouth. So then somebody got to use this hip hop that God let be created. But if it's gonna be good, somebody got to use what? The will of God in it, not their own will. They can't want to do what they want to do, not even to if God give us like this. You can be in God, but then you got to do what God stationed you to do. God told Nehemiah to go what? Build the wall. So Nehemiah went to build the wall. There's some other people came to tell him stop building. You see what I'm saying? To get them down off of that wall, don't build. The soothsayers, right? But just because they came on me, he had to stop building. You see what I'm saying? You would think they came to help. They didn't. He had to keep his weapon with him to fight if need be, and he still had to build at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, remember Jesus, remember Pontius Pilate said, I'm going to let 2 of y'all go. He said, I'm going to let Jesus and Barabbas go. Barabbas' name in Hebrew means son of the Father. They cried out for Barabbas. Barabbas, the Bible says Barabbas rose up, and so they wanted somebody that wanted to fight in the flesh. They didn't want the Christ that wanted to sacrifice. They wanted to let other niggas win. They wanted to let people shine outside of them. Battle rap is a bunch of Barabbas ass niggas that just want to win the game. Crap in the barrel ass niggas don't want to let nobody else shine in this shit.
Pastor going crazy, y'all.
spread the jig. We talking our shit.
You know,
Carry on, carry on. Just
it's so crazy,
anytime
right?
y'all want me to pause it, let me know.
What you say? What you
All
say,
right, all
Randy?
right. While he was talking about Barabbas, I guess I wanted to say something with Barabbas because because he let Barabbas go instead of Jesus because Barabbas, like you said, he wanted to fight in the flesh. He wanted to take the kingdom by the flesh, see, by the material. You see what I'm saying? The surface level, the what they call it, Gotswana. That's they word. They try to sound super intelligent, right? So but it just means surface level. You see what I'm saying? It just means it ain't nothing big. It just means surface level. So they want to take the kingdom on the surface level. What? He said, don't store your treasures in place where they'll rust and corrode. If you build a house here in 1,000 years, you think it's gonna stay? You build all right. So they got houses that stand. Let's go ancient. They got houses that's been standing for thousands of years, right? Eternity, based off what we know what God is going to do to this earth, is going to be swallowed up. You see what I'm saying?
You know, it's crazy, bro. They got houses that still stand, and we build houses that's not gonna stand.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I'm thinking even past that because I remember when God took the children of Israel out of there and proved all those God of the Egyptians who towers still stand. You know what I mean? Wrong.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember God already proved their gods wrong. The gods that's coming up now that people believe in now. God already proved these gods wrong. You see what I'm saying? And nobody seemed to understand that. And so here come the second wave of them. And the second wave of them came before what? Before Christ came. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So then Jesus told us what? He said the only sign we're gonna get is the sign of Jonah. And then you know what I mean? The sign of Jonah. That's the only sign we're gonna get. And he also said that.
So that means history repeats itself, and the devil always try to set the world up for the end time. The devil always trying to set each generation up for his coming, because he don't know when he's gonna come. Only the Father knows, and that's kind of what we see. Yeah, we talking deep, bro. They don't talk like this. We talking deep.
He said there's gonna be all signs of what? Lying wonders.
Fake
Salute the mailman. What up, bro?
All these fake wonders, all this goofy
shit. Yeah, see, that's what we gotta
get.
That's what we gotta be. I'm not even afraid, but be mindful of. Watch as well as pray.
Yeah, I listen to it. I'm gonna pray.
And then use our voice for the right thing. You gotta realize what instrument God made you.
If I can teach people about cats,
Go ahead,
but I'm
Ray.
not actually a cat.
Go ahead, Rain. Sorry about that.
Sorry, Rain.
Bro, yes or no? Yes or no? I said, can I teach people about cats? Yes or no?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. And if I can teach people about cats, but I'm not actually a cat, you think I could give sound advice and people would have some knowledge about cats after I teach them about things?
I wouldn't say so much, no.
Okay. But they would still have some knowledge about cats.
Anybody can have knowledge about something. That doesn't make it good advice that you would give. Or
exactly.
Yeah, you don't get what I'm saying. So
no, I get what
I'm
you're saying. Just
is
not an equivocal analogy.
It doesn't have to be. It is the part that
Right,
I'm
stop
getting
right there.
to is
I'm
you're
gonna
saying
stop in the
that,
minute of him talking.
well, you're not.
Stop it right there. See the brother on the right, the brother right here with his hand on his chin, him right there. He knew that the boy was trying to get a yes or no answer out of him, just to use his yes or no answer as his for a point for himself. He like, no, if you got a point for yourself, you can use yourself. Don't use my yes to prove your point. No, prove your own point. You see what I'm saying? Because my yes on it is going to be based off of, yeah, you can have some knowledge, but that don't mean it's knowledge I have to accept. That don't mean, you see what I'm saying? He tried to make him say a yes for something that he wouldn't attribute the way he was saying yes to. And he already knew he was going to try to use it for that. So he combated him before he even went to go use it for it. That's why he was super smart on that. Go ahead.
That's the part that I'm getting to is you're saying that, well, you're not something, right? So how can you teach someone about something? That's the part that you're missing. You're not something. How can you teach someone about something? Yes, that is. That's
That's not his point. He actually said, "Do you think is the best option?" The best option. He's not saying that you can't give advice. He's just saying for the young people that's out there, are you their best option to listen to advice from, or somebody that's actually been married?
Exactly.
So stop trying to switch his point up. Stop trying to switch his point up, Fugazi dude, and listen to what he actually said.
That's the part that I'm
Back.
speaking about. I am not a cat, but I'm an expert on cats, and I deal with cats. I can teach people about cats. You've already conceded that I can teach people about cats. And then you said, well, you may not give some sound advice or something like that. For sure,
he switched it up too, y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed, but he said he switched it up to experience. He said now it's somebody that's experienced. So now he's trying to say it's a professional. At first,
what he's showing, and he's showing
at
that.
First, I'm gonna let you talk right after. Innovate. We can't talk at the same time. Go ahead. You first. You first. Innovate. Go.
No, it's your channel. I should have chilled. But what he's showing is
Innovate.
like I'm not.
Go. Talk.
So what he's showing, dude, is that I don't think like you. I'm not a monkey, but I'm showing you how to think. Like I'm not a cat, but I'm showing you how cats think. He's trying to help them.
Right, but he's not. The guy's point is what's the best option, but Fugazi's gonna switch it into can he give advice? So Fugazi's trying to say that I can give advice about relationships even though I'm not married. Which the dude, nobody's saying you can't give advice. He asked you, are you the best person to give advice?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the actual question. So I don't know
the
why
real
he's trying
question.
to switch it all the way up. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Cats. And then you said, well, you may not give some sound advice or something like that. For sure, there's many teachers, there's many people that claim that they're experts on things, but they give bad advice, right? So then your question would have to be is, are you actually giving good advice or are you giving bad advice? Because you just succeeded. you just conceded here that someone can teach someone about something, even though they're not that thing.
I'm so confused.
No, I gave you an answer in a box of an environment that you gave me options. But if I could correct the
but what I'm saying is,
but I hear what you're saying.
No, I think you're missing the point of the analogy.
I'm not. No, I get the analogy.
You're not.
I'm saying
Okay, so what's the what was the point of the analogy? Let me know. Repeat it back. Still man in position.
The point that you wanted to make in the analogy, because it's a made up hypothetical environment, you're saying that
for
if
sure,
somebody is not something, they can still study that thing and give good advice on that thing. But the point that I'm making is it's not the best analogy to give, because if you're looking to make an equivocal analogy, you would have said there's somebody who studies cats and then there's somebody who just knows cats are a thing. Would you?
No. That's not what I said. You're not still meaning the position right.
No.
He's not saying what you said. He already said what you said. He's saying that your analogy was faulty. And if you were trying to understand what he's actually his point, his question to you, he's trying to fix your analogy to make sense to what he's saying, not what you just said. It didn't make sense. You can't
trying to fix your own jump. Yeah, he can let your jump be what it was.
Then he changed the whole thing after that just to get away from it.
No. That's not what I said. You're not still meaning the position right.
No. I'm saying
got it wrong.
I'm saying you're making a bad analogy, and I was correct.
No. You didn't correct the analogy. You lied. I said in my analogy, I study cats. I deal with cats. I know cats. Right. This is what I do. I deal with cats.
I told you this is the third time that he trying to paint this scenario. The first time he said, I deal with cats. The second time I just called out, he said, oh, I'm experienced with cats. He's trying to act like he's a professional. Now the third one is you pretty much a veterinarian now. Right. You moving the goalposts. Like he said, the difference between he asked you, the best advice would be given from a person that's actually married and you're not married. That's what he's trying to say. So the good analogy of that, like he said, would be a veterinarian that deals with cats and somebody who just know cats. Which one would you say you get advice, gives the best advice from? That's what he's trying to say. Why you can't catch that? I think he can catch it, y'all. He can catch it. I think when he knows that he don't got no answer, he start moving the goalposts and doing all this stuff that he's doing right now. It's very clear what the dude's trying to
topic, bro. I forgot the original topic because he's been changing the subject. I forgot what they originally started talking
That's
about.
What they do. That's what they do. Nah, that's what they do. In a way, he try to switch it up or bamboozle you for you forget what the heck you even said. Like what? That's not my point. That's not my point.
We saw that shit. We just saw that in real time. Let's let them go though. Let them keep playing themselves.
Right? Can I give advice to people on cats? Meaning that can I teach people about cats? You said yes, right? Mm-hmm. Now let's flip it. I deal with women. I have a woman, right?
Mm-hmm. No. Flipping it would be you're an expert with women, right? Right. So don't switch it up. Everything got to be similarity. And what makes you this expert? What makes you so qualified with these women, sir? Right. Because you get a lot of them. Let me guess. Because you sit and make over $100,000. Right. That has nothing to do with a relationship. It don't got nothing to do with a long-lasting relationship, which you give advice for, sir.
Can I give advice to people about women?
The problem
that would conclude to be yes.
Can I speak at some point?
So he changed the question. He changed the guy's question and give his answers for him.
And you changed it to a question. That shouldn't even be a question. That shouldn't even have been a question. So he was mad confused. Of course, we're gonna talk about what he changed the question into a question that wasn't even a question. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, you've been speaking. Go ahead.
But the problem that I'm getting at is the thing that I asked you was marriage itself, not about women. So if you have not been in a marriage, if you have not been married, how are you going to give adequate advice to people about marriage when you have not?
Let me ask you a question. Are you married?
Yeah.
Okay, you're married. How long you been married for?
Again, he asks him a question when he asks him something. He don't want to answer questions. He want to turn around and ask you questions for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think that's how debates go. He said he the best at debating, but for some reason he don't answer the question. He just keep asking the people questions. Why don't you just ask them?
See what we see. People don't see him doing that trick, so they don't notice it. That's why he the best in them weak nigga circles. But over here, nah, we see that shit.
Hey, Rankins, I turned on my camera on purpose.
Say about 3-4 years.
You don't know how long you've been married for, man?
I know how long I've been married.
How long you been married for? I don't think you're actually really married then.
4 years. How you gonna tell me I'm not married?
I mean, you acting like you don't even know.
I know when I was married, bro. But anyway, why are you asking that question?
Well, I just wanted to know if you were married. You're calling in and you're trying to Okay, you're calling in and you're trying to critique someone.
Yeah,
no, there's no sidestepping thing. We already got to the thing, and I showed you that your point is mute as far as you're saying that, well, you can't tell people something because you don't do it. Well, therefore, you're totally wrong. I'm not actually telling people to.
He never said that. Like I said, he keeps changing what he actually said to whatever he want him to say and make a point.
Yeah, but him to get a win point. He need to be up one on somebody to feel like he is a fair fight. He got to already be up one on you.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's super controlling. He might be a narcissist. Because he keeps changing the narrative, changing the goalposts, and you know what I mean? And then, you see what I'm saying? Then he keep changing the man words and anything to get him a point. And he gave us about 4 points. He ain't got a point yet.
See it in real.
I'm just being honest, right? He just gave us about 4 points, ain't got a point yet. Say he believe in God. Now I don't know what he do. I don't know. He do more than believe in God. But if you really believe, we know faith without works is dead. So if you really believe, you're gonna have some work. So then,
Yeah,
you know, your works to show you in your marriage. That you got a girl, you made her give you custody of her child. Did you talk to that man who birthed the child who birthed it out of him into her to go for her to birth it? You see what I'm saying? That's still a part of birth too. They don't want to give credit to what God created, but when a flower bloom, just because the world don't say hooray, don't mean it didn't bloom. Just because when a tree grow, because we don't all clap, don't mean it didn't happen. So just because you want to not recognize it, don't mean it doesn't exist. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. These people gotta do better, man. Anybody trying to do it? Go ahead, please. Go ahead, Rain.
Go ahead, innovate.
Oh, you innovate. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. What you just said was is they work wrong shit, bro. Like for real. Like we see it in real time, and y'all doing it. But I just want to keep watching the way you broke that down. They worried about the wrong shit.
You asked me, well, how can you, when your entire basis is all off? Let me tell you how you're all off. One, you said this. How can you coach people and give any dating advice? You said dating advice, right? But you're not married. And then you also said, well, wouldn't the goal be to get married? That's what you assumed, right? Most men, when they're out dating, they're not even thinking about marriage. Like, that isn't a man's goal, to be honest. Generally speaking,
Nah. Hold on, right here. Stop him, Ranks. See? I gotta correct him here.
Most of these people are secular, bro.
Most men it's about relationships, y'all. He gives advice about relationships. Hold on a second. He gives advice about relationships, and he said most men don't want to get married. Even let's just say that's the truth. If I give advice about relationships, the end goal is gonna be marriage. That's the strongest relationship. So that's the goal. That's the goal. So why would he say just because the guys don't want to get married? What they got to do with the advice that you actually give them?
He contradicts himself. That's the contradiction.
Fred, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Run him back in just a few seconds. Let me hear him out again before I say something.
Like, that isn't a man's goal, to be honest. Generally speaking, most people to get
innovate. I don't want to keep muting you, but your background keep making noise. So if you're not talking, can you mute yourself? Because I don't want to keep muting you, sir.
All right, I will, bro.
Get married, that's what you assumed, right? Most men, when they're out dating, they're not even thinking about marriage. Like, that isn't a man's goal, to be honest. Generally speaking, if we strip back all of the things, most of these people are secular, bro. They're not following any religious.
But I was speaking to you. You're not a man who considers yourself secular, correct?
No.
Right.
Listen. No. Incorrect. But
all right. And I think when he explaining that, he should go into how people are believers in God, but don't realize that they're doing things the secular way, because it's crept in because the hardness of preaching hasn't been being done, because people been getting people's money rather than telling my people their sins and their transgressions. You see what I'm saying? So that we think it's okay to go and have get a couple bodies. Oh, you got married and you ain't have no bodies? That's rare. You see what I'm saying? That somebody get married and they ain't ever had sex. You think that's possible right now? Think about it. You think somebody can go unless they get married when they 12 or 15 or 20 before they get out around people. You see what I'm saying? It is possible. It's not that it's not possible. It's just that people don't think that it's possible because it ain't been taught. It is not in every home. You know that. It is not in the homes like that. So he's going to use that approach to call everybody secular, right? Rather than address the issue of the church. Address the church then. Don't address the people who are the church, but address the people that was over the flock at the time that covered it. So that it didn't get developed to them because these people got to learn on the spot now that they in the flesh. You see what I'm saying? They gonna learn on the spot now that dang, I ain't been doing it the right way, but God still love me because He here. He love me. He waiting for me to realize He been talking to me the whole time. But that's how much God love us. You see what I'm saying? That He been there all the time, waiting for you, like He did Jonah. He grew the tree up over Jonah to keep him from the heat. The whole time Jonah was rebelling to go tell a message to the people. Remember, Jonah had to go give a message. He made him go. He brought a storm to him. He brought the fish to him and swallowed it. He spit them out and put them on the land. But then when he put them on the land, he grew them up. He gave them food. He made sure he was all right to bring him to this point now that Jonah would get right and do what God say. So these people have a chance. That's the main thing he should focus on. Saving the people rather than ridiculing the people. You see what I'm saying? And then if you're going to ridicule them, ridicule the ones that placed them in that situation. Ridicule the ones who didn't teach the stuff. That's why they don't know. Some of these people are out here doing things not knowing they're going against the will of God. Be honest about that. Mm-hmm. Be honest about that. That the normal person don't know the will of God.
He's saying that he's giving the best. He's saying that he's giving the best possible advice due to stats, not realizing that God's word is the best possible advice.
Yeah,
that's agree. The advice you should give. That's the best. That's the best advice, not whatever stats that you look. Go ahead, innovate. Watch you won't say nothing.
Innovate.
You want to talk when we talking, but then when I give you the floor, you don't want to say nothing.
Self rankings. I embarrass myself, but I know that I got a God with me. I know that no matter what a human think about me, I can submit to God and make peace with God. Like niggas be trying to prove shit to people. You got to prove who you are to God. And no matter what I do, no matter how I play myself to people, I can submit myself to the Holy Spirit. I can live in the Holy Spirit. I can stop drinking and smoking. I can make peace with God. I don't have to make peace with, but these people trying to make peace with men and it don't fit right. And we peeping y'all niggas.
No, I agree. He's trying to please people, so he's giving his sound smart. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to follow people or idolize other people. So he's trying to people please by making them follow him by giving the best possible answer off whatever stats that he's looking up. Not realizing he said he's with God. He said he believes in Christ. So you should always give him biblical advice, even if you don't understand it. That's the problem. That's the problem that men have. Sometimes they don't necessarily understand it, so they don't want to give advice. They want to give advice with something they completely 100% understand or think they understand.
Yeah. Instead of trusting what you was made a man for. You see what I'm saying? Right. Stand on your 10 toes. Remember when you say innovate, go ahead. What you saying?
But it's like that in life, bro. When people don't understand people, like they see black men as stronger. The white man might not understand us, but you want to destroy what you don't understand. But we are black. We don't have to destroy each other because we don't understand each other. They destroyed us because they didn't understand us. Why are we going to destroy each other if we don't understand each other? They destroyed us. We can't destroy each other, bro.
What was you saying, Fred?
Shoot. I ain't had nothing to say after that. I ain't had nothing to say after that.
No. Listen.
I understand that there are people who
incorrect.
don't care for marriage as the end goal.
You're and so all I'm saying is this: if someone is out there, you're trying to say, well, you can't really give any dating advice because you're not married. I'm letting you know how that point is dumb, because all
calling names,
the teachers and things, school, period. When they're teaching you things, you thought that they actually did those things? No, they studied these things and they got this information. They got that information and they passed information down. So you saying that someone can't do something? God, you're saying that someone
teacher in school, do you not go through and teach
professors that teach business, bro? Ked, you make no sense. Professors that teach
he always, when he don't got no points, he gonna say the other person. This guy makes clear sense, very easy to follow, sticking to the same point. For some reason, Cooley don't understand him though. You make no sense because it's against. He think that he's going against what he actually do. Like, what do you mean teachers teach stuff that they don't do? What does that mean? What does that mean? Last time I checked, if you're a teacher or you're a professor, then you're literally qualified to do that.
Exactly.
Last time I checked. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong.
Nah, math teachers do math. You're right.
Right. So you're qualified for the subject that you're actually teaching. So if you want to use that analogy, again, what qualifies you to tell people if their end goal is marriage about marriage? You 6'4",
like a mentor.
You make over $100. You make over $100,000 a year. Like, what do you? No, these people are qualified. What makes you qualified? I tell you, nothing. You're not qualified. Now, can you give advice? Sure. Can you think you qualified? Sure. But his question was, are you the best person to go to advice to? You have to say no because you're not qualified. But for some reason, you don't want to. You have to. I'm not. It's just like somebody asked me, "Are you the best person?" I'm a basketball player, and I never reached all the way to the NBA. Somebody asked me that's trying to play basketball, "Are you the best person to coach these kids?" I can say I'm the best person for all they got right now in front of them, but I can never say I'm the best possible person for them. Why would I say that when I know it's Hall of Fame coaches out here?
Yeah. Right. And the fact that you can say that you're not the best person actually makes you even more genuine of a person, which makes you even greater. So the fact that he won't admit to that, he won't allow himself to be greater. You see what I'm saying? He's missing his greatness because he is in pride and scared and thinking that his flaw isn't something you can teach on. You see what I'm saying? They missing it, man. I don't know how they miss it, bro. They miss your own testimony. We flawed. The walk was flawed. We needed salvation. I came for the sick, not for the healed. What you saying? When Jesus came, you saying you healed already? Come on, man.
If you never be wrong, how you gonna be an example? How can we use you as a testimony if you never did anything wrong? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Justify everything you do.
Well, you always my nigga. We didn't argue and all, but you bro, you a battle rap GOAT as far as blogging. One of the top bloggers.
I appreciate it.
I don't know what's wrong with people.
I appreciate it. I mean, they don't want to hear the truth, right? They said a lot of people say it's not about the truth of the lies, whichever one is more entertaining. Y'all ever heard that before? They don't even care about if it's the truth of a lie no more. They just want to be entertained.
Exactly. It's about the drama. It's just about the drama, the controversy you can put between it. You see what I'm saying? Right. They want to put you there without giving you the answer, ranks, and that's the problem. Like you say, he's saying he's a Christian, not a Christian, but a believer in Jesus. Well, you trying to acknowledge Jesus, but he said there's gonna be people who say I prophesied in your name. I did this in your name. And he gonna say, depart from me, you workers of
iniquity.
Exactly. That's exactly what he say to them. Because what you workers of iniquity? Because what? You had something in your heart. You had a biasness in you when you were speaking. You see what I'm saying? That's what iniquity builds up in the heart. That's when you hold on to stuff, and then we say, don't let your anger last overnight. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. Is how it actually go, right? So don't let the sun go down on your anger, but then we let the sun go down on our anger. Then the next day you still mad about it. Then now you done build up a blockage. You forget that you build up the blockage because you don't physically see the blockage, right? But it's there. It's in your mind. It starts tormenting you. It starts bothering you. Now it's sticking with you more, and then now it's corrupting what you're thinking, the way you make your decisions. Now you got less patience because of what's going on in your mind, less time to think about how you're gonna react, and now you start doing
You
stuff
chopping up?
out of
Brandon,
you.
he talking heart. He really know the heart of God. I really respect that shit. You know God's heart, nigga. That's how God thinks. That's how God treats people. That's how you gotta treat people.
Oh yeah, that's Pastor Fred right there. Innovate. That's Pastor Fred right there.
I'm Minister George, so I recognize another brother in the faith that tries to teach these brothers without forcing the Holy Spirit. But when we gotta live it, but it comes to belief. Like I believe in to give me the strength to do the shit opposite of I've been fucking my career up. But I'm here. I always fuck with Rankings, man. Rankings always been a God believer. So God always draws me back to people. There's a hedge of protection that he has over us, but we gotta submit to his Holy Spirit for my own life. Just live for him. It's gonna work out.
Yeah,
God said we are
I would say something, and I gotta go after this race real quick. To be honest, I gotta go after this.
Yep.
Rankins is here for a purpose, and it's a God sent purpose, and all he gotta do is keep staying focused on that. And I want you to know that that's always here. It's just a structure that God gave him. You know what I mean? That he does. So know that it ain't just when I'm here. It's already here. It was here before I came. You see what I'm saying? It was here before I came. He was already on that. That's one of the reason that drew me to Rankins channel was because of that. And I'm just saying, I only got a few minutes and I gotta go. Rank, just keep doing your stuff, man. It don't matter what time, if it ain't on the same time as nobody else, just keep doing your stuff you get time and opportunity for it, man. Bless your family, bless the house, bless your wife. You already know, Rank, that
Nah, I appreciate it.
you got telling you the
you know,
same
bro,
thing.
just everybody, bless everybody that even come up with your enemies. All of ask God to bless everybody. You see what I'm saying? He said, do good to those who spitefully misuse you and mistreat you and speak all manners of evil against you. That that's undeserving, that's not right, that's not true about you. So when somebody telling a lie on you, sometimes we ain't gotta go out and voice that they telling a lie. Sometimes we just understand that God, the trying of our faith working patience. Let patience have its perfect work. You see what I'm saying? Let patience have its perfect work in your life, because in the end times, here's the patience of the saints, right? That's what we need in the end times. They keep the commandments of God and the faith in Jesus Christ. So to gain that patience of the saints, that we are the saints, to gain that patience that we need in this end time, it comes by the trying of our faith and not overreacting when our faith is tried, by realizing I rejoice in trials. You know what I mean? I know it's hard because when a baby born, we supposed to cry, but we rejoice. But when people die, we supposed to rejoice. You see what I'm saying? But we cry, so we do opposite of what the words say. So we have to learn and restructure our mind to understand what God is doing. You see what I'm saying? We crying because of all they got to go through, but you know what I mean? All they got to go through in life. You see what I'm saying? That's why we crying when they come, because the devil gonna try to sift them. But what we do, we prepare them. We raise them up in the way that they should go, but so they would not depart from that. You see what I'm saying? That's our faith.
Right,
It's a
right.
substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things unseen. Remember, he said evidence and substance. We all know that's something tangible that people might not see, but it don't mean it's here. I'm feeling wind right now. You know what I mean? It's there.
I feel a peace. That's why I'm listening to you. I feel a peace. That's why I want you to
Uh,
keep talking.
all right, all right. Innovate. I've been on you. All right, so check this. Innovate. That peace you feel, right? Take that with you. Don't allow that peace to leave you once I get off of here. Once Rankins get off the car, this live. You see what I'm saying? Take it with you because you feel it because God showed you that's what you need, right? So accept it. You know who the Prince of Peace? That's Jesus Christ. So that's Him in your room right now with you. Take Him with you everywhere you go, from here to what eternity. You see, that's how serious the conversation can be. From here to eternity. You see what I'm saying? Not to tomorrow, to eternity.
Nah, I appreciate you, Fred. I definitely appreciate you pulling up, man. Mailman in the building. What's the word?
Squad was good. Fred was good. And that's Innovate the rapper.
Ass nigga, you gotta say what's up to me too, nigga. We fan from the beginning, nigga. For you.
Nah, I'm saying
Was
that's the rapper, right? That's
goody
the rapper
was
Innovate.
goody. Nah,
Oh, nigga,
Huh?
nigga, what the fuck you talking about? We been together from the beginning, nigga.
Yeah, what's goody? Yeah, Rank was good. Yo, I can't get behind the bull with the hat. I don't know who these people are. No disrespect to them. I know the bull got a big platform, but I can't listen to people speak who don't
he
answer
does.
questions. Like, bro, if you're trying to not a debate, but if we're having a conversation and you don't understand one of my points, and I ask you a question, you can't answer it with a question, bro. Like that's gonna get me mad. Like we're gonna get to the point where one of us is gonna get angry. Like you can't keep doing that. And then you're only asking questions to try to
Secret.
change my point. Like no, like you can't do that.
Look, man. Look, he said, "Are you married?" The dude said, "Yes." And he was trying to make a point off that, but since he said yes, he ain't got no point. Oh, I was just asking, was you married, nigga? So why did you ask? You, my point is
Yeah,
this.
then he went.
I mean, that's
Wait,
what
then
no
he went.
reason.
How long you been married? And the dude didn't tell. He was trying to make another point off that. Like, so if I
Yeah.
say a year, you're gonna be, oh well, you freshly married. If I say 20
Right,
years,
right.
oh well, you've been together a long time. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are you saying?
Build up. We use what you say, even if it's not true. We gonna use it. That's the build up, nigga.
That
Crazy.
he's listening to debate. He's not listening to understand. And
Yep,
but
yep,
I
yep.
understand him because he's a content creator. Like you got to know how to play his game. He's a content creator, so that's what he's
I mean,
doing.
if you're not being genuine, then yes. If you're just trying to win the argument, because it's not necessarily the debate. You're not winning the debate doing things like that. No, no, no. But you
But
are
that's what he's trying
confusing.
to do, though, Rank. I think he's
But he
trying to
winning
win
the
the debate, even
yeah,
though
but that's not how. Well, look, that's not how debates is set up. That's not how you. It's one person then the other person. So you can't keep going. You can't cut them off and then ask them a question. No, he say his stance and then
Yeah,
you say yours, and then the people
thank
in the
you.
middle get to choose.
yeah,
So he's
that's
not even
true.
doing it. He's not debating right. You know what I'm saying? So his tactics of, but
Oh,
content creating, like you said, what he does, podcasting, content creating, talking. Yes, those are tactics that you can use to make yourself look good. Yes, yes. But that's to the people that's in your audience that want you to look good already, though. You understand? You know what I'm saying? He not
Yeah,
realizing
but
that.
that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, you're right. He is just trying to look good for the people who are watching him in a way. That's exactly what I was. Yeah, that's true. But that doesn't
who?
make him right. And
Nigga, they watch.
Already following
it
that.
could give the
Nah, not at
illusion
all.
that he's right though.
But they watched us all night, man. We ain't thinking about them, man. We
That's a fact.
did
No,
people.
I understand that, but bro, like I address things when they bother me. I'm not one of like I used to do that when I was younger. Like
I know, man.
I call it filtering. Like I will filter myself, but the older I got, like I learned how to take that filter out. Like so, when things bother me, like I say it like what he's doing is bothering me, dog. Like, you're
Hey,
like,
man,
dog.
but I know what you're saying, Mel. You've been my bro, but I know what you're saying. You don't do that shit like that.
And then
Nah.
and then like advice, right? Anyone can give advice
Mhm.
because advice is based. Well, all right, everybody. This is why I don't like what he's saying. He's like, if you're a cat expert, then I could give advice on cats. No. Just because you're a cat expert doesn't mean you have experience. Like, you could read a million books about cats. If you've never touched a cat, then I don't consider you a cat expert. You get what I'm saying? So,
Right. Right.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, about advice, right? Like, a boxer can't give me advice about MMA, but he can give me advice about fighting. You understand? Like, it's all situational.
You
If
saying
if
people judging people by, so you got a bunch of people judging people by the talents they don't have, and we not sticking together.
nah, that's not what I'm saying. Innovate. What I'm trying to say is the advice sticks based on the person receiving it, situation and experience. Like,
Mhm.
I don't have to be married to give advice on marriage, but to somebody that's married, it's not gonna stick. You get what I'm saying? I could
Yeah,
Absolutely.
tell them the best thing based on
yeah,
experience. Like, yo, bro, I didn't
the
get married because of this, and that. But if he's married, he's not gonna listen to that because he's already married.
Right.
So
Right.
it's
chill.
so it's so it's all situational and and
Yeah. No, you're right.
and experience based on the receiver, not the one giving out the advice.
Right. Right. But I'm with you. I'm with you. So that's my thing though, Mel. Since it's like you saying, since anybody like me, I can give my kids boxing lessons. I never boxed professional, but I can give them boxing lessons. Don't make me the best advice giver though. And
Oh,
that was the
no,
dude's
no.
question. I can give advice, sure. And some of the advice that I give them, like run 3 miles, that'll help them, I'm sure. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But that
But
doesn't
you got
mean
but you
I'm the
gotta be
best
humble enough
person to
to
give
know
them.
that you're not the best at that
That's the
field
thing.
to give
That's
the
the thing.
advice.
That's the thing. And that was the question. And that was the question. The dude was like, would you be the best person to give somebody advice not being married? And for some reason, he wouldn't just say yes. It's very simple. Yes, of
You
course,
got to
I'm
be.
not the best.
I can only teach you so much. Now let me send you to another teacher. I can only
Right. Humble.
take
Humble.
far get. But battle rap don't want to pass the torch. We just want to hold niggas hostage. I much.
Shit,
Let me.
I do it all the time at the gym when they come in for boxing lessons. I give my lessons. If they want jiu-jitsu, yo, you gotta go somewhere else, bro.
Right. Right. Come on,
I
man.
can give you boxing and Muay Thai. I can't give you
Come on,
no
man.
jiu-jitsu, no
But you know
wrestling.
what
You
you
gotta
can,
go
but you know
somewhere
what you
else,
can
bro.
do, Bill. But you know what you can do, and I know you already know some things about that jujitsu and stuff too, because you a fighter.
Oh
I know you know
yeah,
some things, so you
I know a
could give
little
them
bit of
advice.
basics.
You can
Right, but
still
you
learn.
but you humble yourself. You humble yourself. You don't act like you know everything, and you send them to where better advice would fit them. So for some reason, look, he even told a dude like, "Oh, you assume that men's end goal is marriage. That's not men. That's just not how the world is set up." So let me get this right. He said that's a woman's thought. So women want to get married and men don't. But we're talking about relationships. So why would
Mm,
you give advice to a man and the end goal is not marriage if you know that all the women want to get married? That should be the
yeah,
end
that
goal
you
for
you
both
can't
of them.
you can't give if it's you can't give that advice. If dating, it'll be different, but a relationship, the goal should be, you know what I mean,
Man, long
either
term. Now you call it whatever you want.
exactly,
Long
yeah,
term. You know, call
long
it whatever you
term
want. But Christians call it, and he should call it because he said he Christ, he believe in
and
Christ.
marriage.
We call it marriage, sir.
Yeah,
It's
marriage.
religion. That's
They got to
it.
stop
Dude, it's
using Jesus.
crazy. using his
I
name
think
in vain. They just use his
I think I,
name
I,
in
I
vain.
think I think people don't understand the difference between dating and relationships these days. I think they intertwined
Um,
the two, and
important.
I think that's what's wrong with today's society, bro. Like I think social media is a big thing because it brings the world together. So it brings it brings middle class, lower class, higher class together. So lower class have the expectations of higher class because now they can see they you understand like all right, so like you
yep,
get a
right there. Yes, it's right there in front of them. It
yeah,
makes it
like you get
seem
a
a
rich
lot more
couple
tangible.
that you get a rich couple, they can afford a lot more than me. Now my girl wants that. Like they're like,
Right, right.
oh yeah, but he got her a $20,000 birthday cake. Then you
Mm-hmm.
gonna go find him. Cause
Mm-hmm.
even if I
Yep.
had it, I'm not spending 20K on no birthday cake.
No, you're
So
right. No,
you
you're right.
understand?
No,
So
you're right. So yeah, social media. I was listening to a sermon earlier. They was talking about it before social media was here. He said when he was a little kid, no social media, no internet. He said Thanksgiving was the best time ever. Every little thing that his family used to do, he thought it was a great time. Nowadays, with social media, when you see somebody else's life, if you have something, you compare it to it. So your life
it,
is
it,
never going to seem but so great if you're
you're in
looking
a
at
rat
everybody's
race.
life. It's great.
But you know
It's
what
great.
that showed me how important fucking family is. Because I put that holiday even before Christmas. I would like to ask the chat, like, what's your best holiday, bro, and why? I put Thanksgiving first because it brings family together.
That's a good one. That was a good one. But yeah,
Holiday,
man, comparing.
yeah, yeah.
My
I don't know
birthday.
if y'all celebrate, but my favorite, we do Halloween big at my crib. We did Halloween is our joint. We
Where
like
y'all went crazy this year, this last year, this
We
past?
we always
we
go crazy for Halloween.
Okay.
we
Halloween, and you know, we don't do the extra adult stuff, but you know everything is family oriented. But
Okay.
we all dress up. We all, I mean, cause we are anime family, so we all, I mean, MegaCon, Comic Con, that's all our stuff. So
What
Halloween
y'all just
is
what
perfect.
y'all just up this year? Do you remember?
Come
sorry,
on,
but
bro. Why
Frank,
you trying to put me on the spot, bro?
I'm just wondering. You don't have to tell
Come on,
me. Can I guess if I was right? If I guess, would you tell me if I'm right?
go ahead.
it's not about the Easter, it's about
Nah,
the
nah.
it's
You got to
about
tell me if you yes or no.
We did SpongeBob.
Did y'all for
holidays.
real?
Huh?
So it's about
Did y'all for
holy
real?
holiday.
I
It's a
can't hear
holy
you.
I know
day.
Elevate. When the floor in him, boy, he say 5 words. When the floor in somebody else, he just keep talking.
Frank,
Go
Frank, as
ahead.
you know
Go
me,
ahead, Elevate. Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Yes, trust me, I know. I'm being very patient with you today, Innovate, because I rock with you.
I've been I've been fucking with you for 4 years. But I'm
Nah, I
sorry, I'm
rock
sorry.
with you.
Talk,
No,
bro.
no, it's all
Talk.
good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's just a you got a static in the background, so every time it's just an echo in the background when you're not muted. That's why.
My internet fucked up, Frankie. My
Not you,
internet.
but I can hear it. I can hear it in the background. But
Yeah, I can hear it too.
Mel, you said y'all actually did SpongeBob, or you
Yeah,
just
like
playing?
my daughter, she was SpongeBob. The other one was Sandy. The other one was I think Patrick. I had like Bob. My joint was lit though. I ain't even gonna
No,
hold you.
what was
I
your
think I was
no,
the MVP. Huh?
no, no, I want to hear it because I want to visualize it. What was you? What was you?
I think I think I was the MVP, bro. Cause you know we go. It's like this area called Lake Baldwin, and it's like everybody there is like us. Like you know, it's like a big celebration. I think I would have won costume of the night, bro. As corny as it sounds, we was
I
happy, bro.
You still ain't tell you
Everybody
still
knew
ain't
who
tell
I
us what you
was,
what was you? Who was you?
bro.
What
From
was you?
40 year olds, huh?
You still ain't told us what you was.
I was Doodle Bob. I I was Doodle Bob, bro. Listen, from 40 and under. Everybody knew who I was, bro. Everybody pulling up like, yeah. We had a good time, yo. We had a good time.
See, that's the type of stuff you need to put on your social, man. You gotta put that stuff on camera and put it on your social, man. You want to get lit.
See, I be scared. You know what? I be scared to do social media heavy, cause you know, like when I upload a video, I'm not expecting to get popping, but I expect to gain a fan or a supporter. And sometimes people overstep boundaries. And you know, I got a
Mm-hmm.
disabled daughter and stuff like that, so I don't want people to get too crazy with my family, cause
Mm-hmm.
I'm like you, Rank. If we start an argument, my solution is fighting. So it,
Right,
I
right,
can't.
right. I can't.
I'm not
Now
one
we've
of
been
those
cool.
people that can argue and not fight.
Yeah, nah,
We've been
we not doing.
No,
back
no,
and
no.
forth.
But bro, that's just how I am.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me, I understand. How about that? I understand clearly.
Yeah, like I can't.
But
Like
we're a little
you.
older too, so we're a little older than. I don't think social media is not really in our. It's more in your lifetime a little bit, but you still old enough that you ain't have social media when you was younger. So yeah,
Nah,
you're not.
nah. I used to get girls by writing numbers in my hand and a little
Right, right,
notebook, actually
right,
going
right,
out,
right,
a
I
right,
remember
right,
beeper,
right.
like stuff like that.
Yeah.
cell
So
phone.
just
Fuck back
yeah,
in the day, bro.
it was
They
always
motherfucker.
freedom of speech, but back in the day, like it wasn't freedom of speech. Like dudes fought over every little thing you said when I was growing up. So I don't know what this freedom of speech came into. But now that the internet here, there you see clearly that it is a free country. People do got freedom of speech. You realize that over the internet instead of real life, because real life won't really like that. You say the wrong thing, no, you got
You
punched
you
in the
get
mouth.
you get somebody will press you. Like I think social media do got freedom of speech, but I think people like to insert themselves in stuff that I wouldn't say don't matter, but like sensitivity,
That's what
like
you say. It
if you
almost
call
feels
somebody a
wrong, bro.
derogatory term, like like a boy lover or something like that, when you don't mean it that way or something like that, you know what I mean? Like when you're just
Mhm,
talking and homie, like man, that's
mhm,
some stuff.
Bro. Like it's
mhm.
not
And
the real niggas saying shit they don't mean, they won't do, and it makes everything like a tune or some shit.
in a way, I think what it does, it gives people the rights to complain and not without consequences. Like if I go to my
Right.
job and complain about everything, they could fire
Fire.
me.
Right.
Yeah. Like people get oh, he just
No,
called
that's
that guy a
anywhere.
boy lover.
No, that's
All right.
anywhere, Mel. Like even if you on a bus, let's say you take a taxi, if you complaining about anything outside in real life, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna get you out of that
That's not,
situation.
yeah.
You're
That's what I'm
you're out of
saying.
Nowadays, the driver won't even look at you. Like the world know what like time for that shit. It's so prevalent.
Right, right.
That
It's
that
hard, man.
that's what's wrong with social media though. Like it get people there's no consequences, so people take advantage of it in a way.
That's the
Cause
main thing.
yeah,
It's no
I
you
consequences.
could
appreciate
you could you could talk crazy to a person that you know will break you in half, pause, and just turn off your computer and go to sleep.
just fine. You actually feel good because you stood up to somebody in your world.
And
You
wake up
probably
with
feel
no
good.
got
Because
to
if I
deal with
did
this.
that, if I
But we
talk
don't.
junk to people, I actually can't even sleep right. I can't even sleep right.
Yeah,
I'm actually like that in real life, but on the internet, if I go crazy, I won't even feel comfortable sleeping. This is me, so I don't
bro.
understand. Like it gotta be the opposite.
Till this day, I don't feel right that I talk crazy to Capo. Like I shouldn't have done that. Till this
Mm,
day, I don't feel right about that. Like I even stopped
mm,
blogging because like I didn't feel right doing that.
mm.
Yeah, that's too
because you
much.
know you
You know,
can handle it the real way. You know you can
Not
handle
just
so
that,
many
but
situations the regular
Capo
way.
was my man's. Like it just I don't know. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like me. It didn't feel like him to me. I don't know. It just
God, and I just
I
hate
don't know
getting
what it
mixed
was, bro.
attitude. Like I'm
No, it's
trying to
just the internet. The internet make you fall right into this stuff. It ain't easy not to fall into this stuff. Like what?
Nah, it
Because if they can
definitely
do it, well, I
did.
can.
It
Like what?
definitely did. I ain't gonna hold you. It definitely did.
It'll make you fall
we
right for the stairs.
in God's will and not deal with the and God will bless us, but they drag you back into the shit. But we know in
Right.
our heart, like bro, submit to Christ and He'll bless me, and I can just do my own thing. But you want to,
Right.
I just hate going out a loser, bro. Like I just want to prove myself to niggas, and
Right.
that me at the opposite end of pride. That just brings up more pride in me.
Yep. That's the pride of man. Men always want to be right in our own eyes. Men is right in their own eyes. So it takes something outside yourself to humble yourself.
You know
Say
what's crazy?
outside yourself.
I was just talking to my cousin about this, and I was telling him, I was like, bro, I love to compete. Like I love to compete. Like I don't care what it is. I want to compete. But the thing is, I don't compete with people I know I can win against. Like that's like my biggest thing. Like
So it's not
I
taking
just
advantage.
can't
I don't
compete.
like taking advantage. Yeah, I don't like taking advantage of people. I just want healthy competition, like real competition, to make
Yeah,
myself
like I
better. A
don't
lot of
I
times,
hate I hate competing in anything. Like it could be a glass of water and you drinking a glass of water and I got a 2 liter bottle. I'm gonna try to finish that jump before you. But I love to compete. I've always been like that. I think it's cause I'm short, bro. I'm a short guy. I think cause I'm short. But I've always been like that. But I never do that with people I know I can win against. Like I never do that.
mm,
I don't know why. It's just,
no, that's good. No, that's good. Not to try to take advantage of people. Ain't nothing wrong with healthy competition. Is when you try to take advantage of the weak. It's just it's off putting. It's off putting. It's not righteous. It's just not righteous. Then do people do it all? Do people do it all the time? Can you capitalize off of it? Yes, because there's a whole lot of weak people out here. But that's called taking advantage of them. That's just what it is. Like oh boy, that we talking about. If you're talking about if you're with a single mom, if you with a single mom and you tell other guys not to date single moms, is that the right advice for this reason, that reason, or that reason? Could be. But you're still a hypocrite. You can't get around that. That's the definition. That's what you are. That's what it is. Can you still give good advice? Sure. But you're a hypocrite. That's
yeah,
just
that's
if you
true.
look up the word. If you look up the word, that's what it's called. Too bad. A lot of people don't want to like to be. He don't like to be called that. Huh? Huh? So I shouldn't
Nah,
give
that's true.
sound advice. So I shouldn't give sound advice. Nobody's telling you that. I'm telling you that you're a hypocrite because you live in a different life than the advice that you give. That's all I'm
But it
saying, sir. It
hurt
hurts
to
your
hear that.
feelings, yes, because nobody want to be called no hypocrite. But oh, most of us are hypocrites. You're like, humble yourself. We all sinners. You gotta admit that you're a sinner. It's okay. Do better. Do better. You know what I mean?
You think these guys' advice is for guys like us?
No, it's not. Because
Like when you're
It's
listening,
definitely
like when you listen to these red pill cats, and I guess this JC guy and Andrew Tate, like, do you feel like their advice is for dudes like
I think
I would call myself like an established
not
hood
want to
dude.
learn.
Like
They don't want to learn
I
how.
grew up in the ghetto. I'm not rich, but I'm cool. I'm I'm like middle class, borderline type thing.
right.
Like I look at like OGs, like a person who's standing on his own, doing the right thing. Like I don't think their advice is built for guys like us. I think
I
their
mean,
advice.
you're not an impressionable young guy,
That's
right?
what I was about
So
to. That's
it's not
exactly what I
gonna
was about to
stick.
say.
It's not gonna stick like you was trying to say. So it's not really for us. Now, can we take some of their facts and then build off of what they're saying? Yeah, anybody could tell, like you were saying before, like we could use some of their advice, but we're not impressionable. We're not gonna start following them, and no. We just because I agree with this point of yours, I'm not gonna say I agree with everything. No, you could be right there, but then you're wrong right there, sir. You could be right
Maybe
again, and then wrong, and then wrong, and then wrong, and then right, and then wrong. We on the same level. We regular. Just talk regular. He's doing it for impressionable people to follow, to get followers. I would assume. Now he
follow
says that he's
that,
doing it
right?
for family and relationships, but so it's advice for everybody. But nah, you gotta in a conversation like me and Mel, I can't tell Mel everything. When me and Mel talk, I tell him stuff, he tell me stuff. What he knows, what I knows, regular. That's how you build, not talking down on everybody. Makes me think that you're scamming at that point, or you're only doing it for the impressionable people that you can know that you can get money out of.
And
And I was gonna get to that. Go ahead. No, wait, my bad.
you gotta watch people that you building with that talk down on people, but don't build you up. So how you talking to me, but don't got the wisdom to build me up, but you got the wisdom to talk.
And over. If you know anything about me, I like. I, I like. I, I,
Be nice, Mel.
I like.
Be
I
nice.
like
You don't know him too.
positivity around me, bro. I don't like no nigga, bro. If I have an idea and you turn it down, I can't rock with you. Like I'm not saying like you can't object and give your idea. That I prefer that. But if I'm like,
Right.
yo, bro, I think we should do it. Like, nah, we good on that. Whoa, nah, you don't got
Yeah, yeah.
nothing to offer to this conversation.
Right. It don't
Like
make no
your
sense.
mind isn't beneficial to anything we got going on right now.
Right.
And I
Right.
say we because I believe in team. Like I believe you make it as a team. So it's like I don't know. It's just weird, bro. But that is good right there. Like I don't know. I don't know. I can't
No,
go.
it's not
Can
for
they give me?
it's not for
Huh?
it's not for us. It's not for us. With guys like us, I know what I think my purpose to do for the guys that is impressionable, that makes that stuff, like you said, it makes him look like he's actually saying the right thing when he does that. So it actually can trick some weak, impressionable people. So I just try to stand in the gap to let them know it's different ways. There's God for real. There's that everything is not stats or facts and all of that. And he even proved it from his own life. You looking up, you listening to the advice of this guy, but then you look at his life, he calls himself the exception and his girl the exception to these rules that he's preaching. Are you kidding me? There's no way. There's no way you can listen to this guy. How?
Difference
Like you
between
gotta know that he's not. He's doing the opposite of what he's preaching, y'all. No,
Yeah.
so don't
Like you're not
follow
a
him.
prophet.
It's okay to listen. Yeah, it's okay to listen to some things, but make sure you take what's good, see if it fits into your life, and if you know it's bad, take the bad out. Use the good, take the bad out. You gotta learn how to do that. But of course, young people don't really know how to do it. They're just looking for somebody to follow. So since they're looking for somebody to follow, and people listen to guys like you said, OG, I know guys listen to me. So I'm gonna tell them the right advice. Humbly, God. God is the right one. Because who the heck am I? I'm the same as you. I made so many mistakes too. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I got like this is because I'm following morals, I'm following standards. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I can. And where do standards come from? Innovate. Where do morals come from?
you
Religious
feel
texts. Religious texts. If they're not talking about some type of religion or Christianity or some type that got these morals and standards you speak of, then you're just making your own morals and standards up. And I wouldn't trust somebody's made up morals and standards. I don't know how long of test of time that's going to stand.
As
So it
long
can't be the best advice.
bro. That's as long as it's
We
gonna
know,
stand.
we know the religion stands test of time. Look how long religion's been out here. So their advice standing the test of time. So that's nice, good advice you should give, not made up random advice from your own. Some people give it from their own experience. Well, you should do it like this. Don't you know everybody's not the same, sir? So if I try it your way and then die, then what? You ain't even gonna feel bad, are you? No. You're gonna take my
Yeah,
money, give me this stupid advice, and don't even feel bad if it don't work.
I thought about that.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting. That's disgusting work.
So the hat dude, he's saying not to date women with children, but he's married to a woman that had a children before him.
He's not even married. He's
Dating.
dating a girl that had 2 kids already when he met her, and they on their second one. So it's about to be 5 of them in all because he had one, his girl had 2, and they about to have their second one.
And what's his advice? To not date her?
Single moms is for recreational use only.
So that's what he's. So that's how
Right.
he views the woman of his kids, the mother of his kids.
No, this is what he
But what
said. Well, my girl is an exception, so he's trying to make it like I don't view her
Oh,
like
so
that
she's
because
above all
she's a,
humans. She's above everyone else. Nah,
man,
bull
shut up,
sounds crazy. See, that's why when you give advice, it has to be based on not. I wouldn't say experience
qualified. How
and
about just qualified? Can we say qualified? Can we agree? Be qualified. Can you be qualified? Whatever that would
nah.
mean.
I can't say qualified
makes
because
sense.
you not qualified, but you have to have experienced it. Like you have to have went through something. Like I can't. My lady had a kid before I met her, so I can't tell if my nephew come up to me like, "Yo, unc, I'm dating this shorty. She got a kid." I can be like, "Yo, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that." What I'm gonna tell him is, "Yo, look, I went through what you going through. These are the pluses. These are the minuses. Because everything has plus and minus. And then you weigh out your balance. You weigh them out.
Good
Don't
advice.
don't yeah.
But
Don't
you need
ignore red flags. You know what I mean, whatever if your red flags outweigh the positive, then I mean you shouldn't be there. But
Right. Because but that's
that
not the
doesn't
advice
make
he
the
gave.
woman any different.
He said, baby, he said, um, women with kids, baby mom, not baby moms, well, single moms, single moms. If your statement is single moms, then it's no exceptions in that. If that's your full statement, how
Yeah,
can there be an
yeah. I
exception?
thought that
Because if she
yeah,
got a
nah,
kid,
boy, just trying to
because if she got a kid, then she not, she's part of what you're saying.
he just trying to
If she got a
downplay
kid,
women in a way.
it
And that's
makes me
another
feel
thing
like
I don't like that
it
they
makes me
do.
feel like that he's downplaying black women because he talks to black women like that, and his girl, he's black, and his girl is white. So what does that mean?
I got a question.
Yeah. I don't think about the race thing. Yeah, it could be a race thing. Yeah,
This
Could
girl
be.
did
I'm not
yeah,
blaming him for that. It just looked weird. That's all I'm saying. It looked a little weird. So what are
yeah.
you
That
saying?
is
Go.
true.
You can't find it.
y'all
You telling me not to do it, but if I do it, if I decide not to listen to your advice and just follow what I'm seeing from you, so I'm like, okay, I'll just get a white girl with kids.
because it feels easy. I'm
Like,
telling you,
bro,
Yeah, nah, that's wild.
man,
like Mel
appreciate you,
said,
bro, and that.
impressionable young guys, like Mel said, you weigh out your options no matter what it is. Now, is it okay for you not to want to be with a woman? It's your choice. So if you don't want to be with a woman with kids because of whatever reasons you do have, by all means, if
First
that's
of
your
all,
own personal, if that's
I
your
know.
own personal reasons, but for somebody else outside of there to try to convince you off of one thing like a kid is wild. That's
But
just
but but,
it's
but the
disrespectful.
kid is me up ranking. Just the kid involved. Cause then that kid is growing up like a ping pong, not knowing which parent loves them.
So what do you say the advice should be?
The advice should be don't have kids with nobody that you really don't know, like you know yourself. Don't have kids with people all willy nilly, motherfucker.
Right. That is absolutely yes. That's the best
Then we
advice. But you know
then
what he'll
then
say?
y'all
You know what he'll say? Oh, there's so many men out here that got kids, so I have to give them the advice off of them having kids already. No, you can still give them the best advice. You should have not had
but don't have
kids. Should have not had
right. So you
kids.
gotta you
You got this,
right.
then
You
you got
got
to
you got
deal with it. Take day by day, step by step. Trust God. Or, that's the type of advice I give. But when somebody try to give them a whole coaching thing, pay for this each month, and then take step by step, I wonder how that's going to turn out for these guys.
we're gonna teach them how to hate their kids. Now we're gonna
Yeah,
make
that's the thing. Like when they go, oh, we can't talk about this on YouTube. I got it. We gotta talk about this. You gotta sign up for my classes. I don't trust you, bro. You might as well put on a suit and a tie and tell me it's raining and tell me it's snowing in, in Florida. Like I'm
Of
cool.
course, a car salesman.
don't piss on me and tell me it's raining, nigga.
What?
Right.
I ain't even. I see cars when you go to the parking lot these days. It's not like back in the day. They don't sell you cars like they used to. Car salesman is not as sneaky as they used to be. Now you pretty much know everything. I guess the internet help you. You can kind of check everything out. They're pretty much just showing you the stuff. They're not trying to convince you to buy a lemon no more. Well, I haven't seen them in a long time, but that's what
I
these
haven't
dudes are.
yeah,
Car salesmen. Nobody's scammers.
get a car. Now they destroy them cars and they present so they destroy black men and they do us like fucking cars. Oh,
Mm,
ranking we
mm,
being too deep.
mm.
We too deep on these people.
Impressionable young kids, y'all. We ain't gonna let
We
it
gonna
happen. We definitely gonna do more podcasts like this, y'all. We are me and Fred gonna come up here and we're gonna break down some of these red pill or these ideologies. That's
Y'all
not,
could pull up to the Triple F podcast whenever, man.
oh yeah,
Look,
are y'all still going? Y'all still going? I missed
it's
it. Damn,
I
I've been
mean
missing
we've been thinking about we was gonna do this weekend. It's just it's three of us, so it's hard to get together. And then
it.
I don't got the space to do the whole podcast thing. But if you down, we could. I mean, we could switch things around. We make it happen whenever.
No, I need to get your dang number, man. I lost
That's
your
what I'm
number at
saying.
home.
Yo, I gotta hit up the Discord and we gotta exchange again because
Yeah,
I think I got your old number, or you might
yeah.
have my old number.
I feel like I
right.
talked to you. Every time
Rank
it's been through something.
rank
Yeah, I gotta
I
get your
don't
number.
know. Yeah, nah, but
I'm
we'll
about to hit
exchange.
you.
I'll hit you up on
No, I'm
Discord.
about to hit you up in Discord actually right after I get off here. I'm about to get off here. But salute to y'all for pulling up.
All right,
Mailman in the
y'all.
building. No, I definitely want you to pull up with more things like this because the more cultures, the more ideas from different places and things, upbringings is better. The better. The better.
Yeah, nah.
The
And let me apologize because I say I a lot. And people gonna be like, oh yeah, he too
better.
intense. So it's not that. It's because I want to share my experience. I'm not telling you
Mhm,
a lie. I'm telling you my life. So I
And
have
that
to say
helps.
I. I can't tell
Yep.
you,
Yep.
yo, dude. Like you understand? Like yo, I did this. I did that. I feel like this. I feel like that. So a lot like people can get turned off by that. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. But that's just
Oh
me
yeah. I mean,
sharing
I don't know.
experience.
I don't even know what he mean. I love the way he talk. I love the way he talk. No homo, but
Nah, it's cause yo,
maybe
bro,
y'all maybe y'all
I
understood. I
I
know
get
you
that a
understand
lot. Like
commuting
yo,
her people. Right.
they were like, oh, now you always talking about yourself. Like, how else can I give you my experience? It's my experience. It's not
I
you. I'm
told you
not
because
gonna
people
sit.
be wanting. I told you people so thirsty to follow. They want you to give them advice to see if that advice match somebody else's advice. That's how they want you to talk to them, and
That's
that's why.
exactly what it is. they
You like,
listen to
no, I just want
someone.
to tell you, I'm gonna let you choose yourself by just giving you my experience. That's regular. They should love that. That's how everybody should be. For we can weigh out our own differences. Yes, okay, that fits. This don't fit. This right. Not trying to tell people what to do or dictate everything like you high and mighty over everybody. No, God is high and mighty. God's way is the best. And since we're not God, we can't think like him, then we can only do the best we can do humbly. Don't act like you know it's finite or you know everything. No. If you're gonna give advice, try to humbly give it. Could work. Well, this is the way I did it. This is the way this
Yeah,
person did it.
we
In
gotta
good
chop it
faith
up
too.
again, dog. We
Mhm.
gotta
In
chop
good
it
faith
up
too.
again.
Oh yeah, you already know. You already know. Hit you on
Yeah,
Discord right now. Salute to the
yeah, I'm
gang.
about to
Go ahead.
hop on there, get your number. Take it easy.
You already.